This week, we are going to cover content panels, which is kind of a neat feature in jQuery and JavaScript. So you're going to learn how to create tabbed panels and accordion panels using both of those languages. So you're going to read the book first, and then you're going to go through the lecture. And the lecture pretty thoroughly covers how to create these different types of panels. Lots of different examples, plus there is videos that explain the code, which is really important, how the code works. So I've got examples on how to do a JavaScript accordion panel, a vertical one or a horizontal one. So you can see both directions. And then we go through the HTML, CSS, and the JavaScript required to create that. Then we get into the jQuery accordion panels. And again, I've got lots of examples, and I do have a video that explains the code. So in addition to jQuery, the jQuery library, we are going to also take a look at using the Accordion widget, which is part of the user interface. And this is pretty abstract code, but it's super powerful because this little snippet of code does the same thing as this jQuery code and all of this JavaScript code. Okay, so it is small, but it is mighty. So this explains how to use that, and there is a video explaining that as well. So we cover accordion panels first, then we get into tabbed panels. So you can see how the JavaScript tab panels are handled. And of course, there's a video explaining the code. And then we get into the jQuery tab panels and how to set those up. And a couple little methods that are new, property and a method that will be new to you that we are going to cover as well. And then we get into using the jQuery user interface for tabbed panels. After we cover that, we get into a modal window, and I know you guys have seen these all over the web. I like this example. So if you click on any of these, you see you get this window that pops up. This is a modal window. So you are going to learn how to create those. So this kind of explains what a modal window is. Then we cover how to do it in JavaScript and how to do it in jQuery. And then last but not least, we get into a couple different photo viewers. So there's a jQuery photo viewer. And here's my interpretation where we've got these little thumbnails and the current one is dimmed. Okay. And these are my photos. And then we have another one, a responsive slider, which I love. And for this, it will automatically go from one image to the next. And you can also click on the dots and change the direction. So this is super cool, and you'll learn how to do that as well. And I really encourage you to look at the videos that are explaining the code, because it's important that you understand how the code works, especially because you're going to be creating these yourself. So once you go through the lecture, you are going to then go through the programming assignment. And you will create a page using panels. And you can either do accordion panels or tabbed panels, your choice. You can use JavaScript or jQuery, your choice. And I did pull in those examples from the lecture demo along with the videos. So that should help you make a choice about which one you want to create. The next exercise, you are going to use the Jquery UI for either accordion panel or a tab panel. And I don't care if you want to modify exercise 1 and reuse some of the CSS and parts of the HTML. That is perfectly okay. Just make sure you save it, as a separate file. And as far as the topic of these pages, I do not care what they are, so you can pick whatever topic you are interested in. And again, I have links to the UI accordion and tabbed panels, so you can figure out which one you want to use. Exercise 3, you will be creating a modal window. And I've got the JavaScript and jQuery examples. And again, you can use either one to create the modal window. And then finally, the last exercise, you can create either the photo viewer or the responsive slider. It is up to you. And I included those examples as well. So this is the assignment. This is an assignment that pretty much all the students really enjoy because you're creating some kind of cool stuff. So have fun with this. And if you get stuck, please let me know because I can help you. Do not forget that the second milestone of your term project is due at the end of this week. And so, again, what that involves is one of your games needs to be fully functioning and complete. The second game is about half done and it does not have to work. Okay, so that is this milestone. You will also need to do the mini showcase so that you can share it with your classmates. So this is pretty much the same as what you did before when you showed the interface. The only difference here now is that you're going to be demoing the game. Okay, so make sure you take a look at what the requirements are. And it's very similar to what you did last time, but again, you're going to show them how to play the game, talk about coding issues you had with the game, and where you're at on that second game and any problems that you are currently working through. So that is kind of what we've got on board for this week. If you have any questions or if you run into any problems at all, please let me know and have a great week.